Hey everyone, Ariel Adams here with aBlogtoWatch. Please subscribe to our videos on YouTube and like this video if you find it useful. This is a review of the Casio G-Shock Rangeman model GPRB1000. This is the GPRB1000-1 because of the colors. This is the newest version of the Rangeman and a very new G-Shock in a lot of ways. Introduces a new structure, a new operating system, a new screen, and a new level of functionality in the G-Shock. So for me, I believe this is probably the most advanced and full-featured G-Shock that Casio has ever made. It is a very cool product that does a lot of things. You can charge it multiple ways. It has Bluetooth, it has GPS. It is not what I would call in the traditional sense a smartwatch. It's still very much a standalone watch with phone connectivity features. And the way that I sort of differentiate is that a smartwatch, at least the way I think about it, is very heavily reliant on the phone, or really about sort of offering functionality like a phone in a watch. Whereas this is very much a traditional G-Shock with some great survival features, but that integrates with a phone on a very satisfying and substantial way that I think you'll find just useful and not annoying. There's an app that goes with this, and it makes sure that you know when this watch needs to be charged. It updates the time. You can use it to easily set things like the world time preferences. There's several, I think there's 5 alarms on this watch, which are easier to set that way. But actually, Casio changed the operating system here in a big way, and I don't mean to be going from topic to topic here, but there's just so much to talk about here. So the crown is actually now a scroll wheel, and you can push it in. So I'm just going to push in the crown, and you see here how I have various points on the dial, and I'm scrolling through them. So this is something totally new for a G-Shock. And I'm indoors right now, so I don't know how well the GPS features are going to work, but I'm going to go here to navigation. So now it's trying to receive information from GPS, and I would be logging waypoints, I believe. Again, I'm not totally up to date on all the navigation features here, but this watch has 2 different modes of GPS. It has continuous tracking, which really is the most battery intensive version, and then there's a intermittent tracking, which preserves battery life a lot more. So this watch is very much designed for navigation and tracking. You can backstep where you've been using a waypoint system, so you know where to go, you know how to return, or you can upload something, I believe, to tell you where to go. And of course GPS is also good because it'll update the time and things like that. So if we go over here to mode, for example, we have more things that we can do. Connect is really cool because it just updates the time. But all the traditional features, the ABC features, which were the altimeter, barometer, compass, are here. There's the compass functionality, for example. So this new system is one that I really like because it allows you to explore all the features the watch has. Sunrise, sunset time. You can see it's a little bit more graphical than you might expect on a G-Shock. It's not super exciting in terms of exciting graphics and animations, things like that, but it does the job properly, and it's definitely an upgrade because it's a clearer screen, more high contrast. Sapphire crystal, you can see the photovoltaic cell around the screen there. So it does have solar charging, but there is a cradle. This is a USB cradle that the watch connects to on the back here, and this is another way of charging it, because if you're using GPS, it's really going to use battery a lot, and it's going to take a long time in the sun to go ahead and to charge it. So there's this nice cradle that can fit securely on there when you do it right. I think it's on the wrong way here. Yeah, you have to remember the right way. There we go. So it's on there. It stays on pretty well. And you would attach like a micro USB there. So let me get it off there. And again, it's good that Casio made it so that you can charge it both ways. This is a big watch. It is among the bigger G-Shocks I've ever worn. It's thick, it's heavy. Oh, and by the way, the case back is ceramic, which I believe is also a first for a G-Shock. So there it is on the wrist. That is the new and big and exciting Rangeman, the GPRB1000. Almost 60 millimeters wide, quite thick. I think it's like 20 millimeters thick, something like that. There's a lot of technology packed in this timepiece, and that is one of the reasons why it's such a big watch. So it's comfortable, it's snug, but would I want to wear this all the time like I might wear some of the other G-Shocks? I'm not sure, because again, it is a very big watch. So I think that Casio knows that there's a little bit of a market limitation because of how big the watch is. Again, I have smaller wrists, so on some people's wrists look better. So I'd say that probably the most promising thing that Casio might be able to innovate in the future is to make this type of technology smaller, and they've certainly done that. There's been many instances in their own history where they have a watch and they've been able to make it more compact with the same technology. I want to show you that ceramic case back. So it's a black ceramic case back. That's harder, more scratch resistant. Why did they use ceramic instead of metal? I believe it has to do with signals, because certain types of radio signals can go through ceramic much more easily than they can metal, because metal is going to block the signal. So I don't know exactly where all the antennas are, but if one of the antennas is on the back here, it makes a lot of sense for it to be ceramic. So ceramic case back, sapphire crystal, overall really durable construction, all metal buttons. This is the first time that the Rangeman has been part of the Master of G collection for Casio, and that means that these are the higher end versions of G-Shock. They're made in Japan, and with that comes a higher price point, but I think you get a lot for your money. This watch costs $800, and you can see the full review of the Casio G-Shock Rangeman GPRB1000-1 on aBlogtoWatch. Thanks.